Sports Life Talk.
Hey, hey.
Rock it with Sports Life Talk. Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Miss Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athletes to the yeet of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go. Hey. Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. Today is Wednesday, January 10th. We are deep into 2020. I'm like, what is this out here? You didn't let it play.
Hey, we got a little Latin flair too.
First of all, how you gonna be a guest and already acting up?
I know
He ain't even been on here a minute yet.
He made himself at home, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got his feet all up on the coffee table. He got his drink on the table with no coaster. What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This is episode 81, and tonight we have our 5 Power Rangers plus 1. So let me get to some introductions. Of course, to the opposite. Yes, I got it right. We have B. Jones, Mr. Mouth of the South himself, leveling up. Mr. Yeet doing all that. Oh, we adding some more to it. All right, cool. Then on the other side, bam. No, actually, I'm gonna go down first. Let's go to Serge, Mr. United. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Glad to be on as always.
All right. Then below me we have. Oh, where you going tonight after the show? We got Katie looking all date
night-ish.
Yes.
It's Valentine's Day episode, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. So because it's Valentine's Day and I don't have a date and I won't be doing anything this weekend, I decided to make tonight my Valentine's date night.
So you got all kinds of dates tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got me and the rest of us.
Yes. So hey y'all.
Hey, I was given a gag order backstage, so I'm not even going to approach her. But Kim, who is your Valentine's? Who is your Valentine's, Kim? Because I was told very specifically before we got on air to please edit the way I approach certain conversations. So
yes, I did. I told you don't say nothing.
Yeah, I got you. I almost checked by my older sister. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, D, do you have a Valentine? You do. Your daughter, she's a Valentine.
No, she used that last year.
No, I just told y'all, like, y'all are all my dates tonight. Nothing's going on this weekend. So yeah.
Kim, I think you ought to go live on Sunday and do a special Valentine's Day. Just call Miss Manhattan.
Okay, I will.
Yeah,
but y'all all got to join the chat. Y'all all got to come and join the chat and see what I'm talking about.
Y'all just
gotta watch.
Yeah, I'm going to a Valentine's Day wedding.
Wow, y'all just in district. You gonna put it out there and then be like, I can't. Anyway, continuing on with the introductions. Of course, we have the head coach Ed Reed down there.
Testify.
Oh, yes, sir.
I could not. And we also have a special guest with us this evening. We have Dennis from the Ignorant Thinkers podcast joining us tonight. He was the winner of the trivia question last week, so he got to be on the show tonight. So see what happens. We actually do come through and do what we say we're going to do. We didn't do that challenge, that 100-mile walk challenge. We didn't do that. But we come through on the other stuff.
We're going to do it again, though. We're going to do it again.
No, we're not.
I don't think we was properly motivated.
We were not.
I'm going to do it solo dolo. Watch.
Okay, we got you.
Yeah, what you going to start this weekend, B. Jones?
Well, I'm gonna wait till it's all right a little bit.
I'll be with you.
My God, there it is.
All right, there we go. How are you tonight, Dennis?
Done by like October. I don't know, something like that. I feel good though. How you doing, Miss Jones? I feel good.
I'm
glad
good.
to be here.
Good. Yes, and I am of course your host, Gemini Jones, aka his favorite Gemini, aka everybody's favorite Gemini. I mean,
So his name is just his.
Yeah. B. Jones, you had specific instructions.
I had to teeter the water. I had to see if I could cross. I'm a habitual line crosser.
No, I'm a piranha that toe. Keep on putting that in there.
All right.
Y'all. Like I said, this is episode 81, and it is entitled Megatron. And our cover athlete this week is Calvin Johnson. So, KD, tell us about Calvin Johnson.
All right. So Calvin Johnson Jr. is a former American football wide receiver who played 9 seasons with the Detroit Lions. He played college football at Georgia Tech, where he was a 2-time All-American and was selected by the Lions 2nd overall in the 2007 NFL Draft. Nicknamed Megatron after the fictional character of the same name, he is regarded as one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. So I kept this simple this week. B. Jones, I hope you did the opposite with the trivia. So what you got?
Well, I'm gonna say this before I do the trivia. Sometimes I like to drop a random fact, and it was during Calvin Johnson's pre-draft. Since we're going through the pre-draft process now, since it's officially past the Super Bowl, Calvin Johnson at the size of 6'5", 235 pounds, was able to run a 4.35 40 for his combine, which made him the overall second pick in the draft. That dude, Megatron, I don't even know other words to describe it. What you got, Dennis?
He ran into somebody else's shoes too.
And ran into somebody. That's crazy. That dude is flat out a beast. And so this week, the trivia, we want to give a shout out to my man Dennis from Ignorant Thinkers. He joined us this week. He got the layup question I threw out there last week. If you was watching it, it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was the only team that was able to successfully defeat Jerry Rice in the Super Bowl, but he was actually a Raider at the time. That was the trick. If you didn't know he was with the Raiders at that time and they played in it, you wouldn't have got it correct. So here we go. I'm up in the ante a little bit. We don't have a show coming on, do we, Kevin? We can put somebody on, huh? We'll figure it out. But right now we got a t-shirt, but I don't know. I may do something a little bit extra and special for the person who get this question right, because it's a little bit of a challenge. All right. So Megatron is one of 5 wide receivers that have surpassed 1,600 receiving yards in a season, and he did it twice. Give me the name of 2 of the 4 other wide receivers to accomplish that feat. You can give me any 2 you want, but I want the name of 2 wide receivers that were able to successfully pass 1,600 yards in a receiving yards in a season. And there you have it. Go to www.sportslighttalk.com. Go to the trivia page. Be the first one to drop the answer in the box, and you will win a t-shirt plus something else. I may get you a private FaceTime with Miss Manhattan on February the 14th. We'll see.
Oh, my God.
Wow. KD, I told you, he be trying to pimp us out.
He does.
More you than me.
You make yourself available like that.
No, more you than me. Yes.
She going live anyway. She going live anyway. She can have a co-host.
She sure could. She sure could.
Yeah, you got to have some good topics if you're gonna jump on as a co-host. I'm just saying.
All right, y'all. So let's get into some local life. KT, who do we have this week?
All right, so we're going to go to Heritage Coyote softball. The Coyotes started off the season with a big win over Lake Dallas. Jensen Hall nailed down the defense, striking out 12, and Nadia Izada led the offense going 3 for 4 with a home run and 5 RBIs. So shout out to Heritage. Stop making me laugh, KD. Heritage Coyotes softball, Nadia and Jensen for being our local athletes of the week.
All right. Real quick, on top of the local athletes, of course, you know, I got to be on my mommy duties. I want to shout out the Plano West seniors that played their last home game last night. I know it was a little emotional for the guys, but shout out to you guys. Y'all had a great season. Y'all had a horrible coach, but y'all had a great season together collectively. Everybody had a good game last night. We still lost by a lot, but everybody played really well. So when the score is 71-90, you know, we scored 71 points. So, you know, so shout out to those guys. So do we have a local business?
I thought I had a local business, but I cannot remember what it was. So yeah.
So we don't have a local.
That's a no.
Mind Joe. That's the name of this week's local business. Mind your own. Let's keep moving.
All right. Cool. So moving right along. Katie, are you doing it? Are we toasting this week?
Yeah, so I have a drink of the week, and the drink of the week, since it is Valentine's Day, I am calling it the Love Spritzer. So of course it's going to consist of the Douce, which is the drink of the month, the liquor of the month. And the drink consists of Douce, 1 sugar cube, 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, and you top it with champagne, and you garnish it with an orange spiral. So I suggest, I had a drink that I featured, I think in December, and I think I did it in January again too. But it called for champagne, and I really enjoyed it with the Moet. I'm really not a Moet fan, but lately it has been my go-to. So
let me just say that little bottle is $15. You caught me slipping on that one.
Oh,
I went to Total Wine. I was like, oh, I just take one.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth the $15 for one drink because you were good with that one drink, right?
Oh, I was real good. Yeah.
So
let me just tell y'all, if y'all don't try Katie's drinks, y'all need to, because it's been plenty of times I'm slurring my words by the end of the show. So if y'all want real feel-good drinks, definitely give some of her drinks a try.
Yes.
Yeah, and when are you going to have a drink where we don't have to go to like Sprouts to get like the garnishment?
You can't have a drink without the garnishments.
Ginger root. You got to have ginger root put in the drink and everything, man.
Yeah. I guess I'll feature something next week that's simple and you don't have to go to Sprouts or Whole Foods. But yeah, so I figured something with champagne, since it is Valentine's Day. Everybody has a date. So there's y'all's drink for the week and for the weekend. So my toast is going to go to Mark Cuban. He gave I would say a great statement in regards to not playing the national anthem before games. So toast to him. So
toast it up.
Salud, Mark Cuban.
Imaginary. A bottle of water, since I'm not drinking this month.
Hey, before we continue, can we give Steve Harvey his time to tell us about his many? He had like 6 shows, so he is like the Steve Harvey of podcasts. So, Dennis, why don't you tell us about your many shows and take over?
Well, listen, I usually start the week off on Sunday. Sunday show, I'm with Outer League Sports on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then on Monday, I come back at you with the Vault. And the Vault is coming on from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then Tuesday, it's Talk You Wish Tuesday. Y'all been on Talk You Wish Tuesday. It's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then Tuesday night, I come back at y'all from 10 p.m. to 12, where I'm on Stay Tuned. And Wednesday, I have Wild Wednesday show with Sam Sports. That's from 6 p.m. to 8. And from 10 p.m. to 12, which this will be the last show for the Buck Flair show, which we drink on that show too. And I see that y'all drink Douce. I ain't have Douce. We got proper 12 for the night. So that's what we'll be drinking tonight. Okay, this will be the last show for us. So it's fitting to be a knockout. I started the year off with Buck Flair. I didn't think his Bucks was going to win the Super Bowl, but I guess that's the type of reverse luck I got going on. So that's usually how my week goes. And my fault. The last show was Thursday. That's Time of Shine. Sorry about that. And that's the show that's about everything. So if you got a problem, you need to talk to a counselor. Come on to Time of Shine. We're here for healing. That's what we're here for. We're here for healing.
What time do you sleep?
Or when do you sleep?
Honestly, I try to get some sleep at night, but I don't because I'm usually editing. Like y'all see me on social media, I'm editing, putting clips out. You know, I got karaoke then, story time with then. You know, I'm going to be there. Just let y'all know. I'm going to be there. Ain't nobody going to out hustle me this year. Just let you know that.
I don't know, Dennis, because you ain't heard my list of jobs now.
I was about to say, Pam might have you.
I ain't hating on you now. Hold on, Ms. Jones. I ain't hating on you now, but I'm just got this mentality. Ain't nobody going to out hustle me. Y'all got it. Like I said, y'all got a strong team. Y'all got a strong team, man. I got to admit, y'all, man. Y'all come on every week. This y'all 81st show, right? 81st?
No, this is about our 180. This is about our 180.
Yeah, we'll
This
say
180.
On the record, it's 81st.
Right.
Okay.
We'll probably done about 150. Mm-hmm.
Y'all been doing it every week, and all 5 of y'all been here. And I've been watching y'all for about a year now, and y'all been doing it every week. I remember when y'all used to be all in the booth at one time.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been watching y'all. Y'all used to be all in the booth. And so that's why I said I got to definitely commend y'all for staying together for that long. It's hard. It's hard work to keep a team together. I definitely want to give y'all flowers because a lot of people don't do that. And I want to
What's your
say,
favorite part of the show, man? What's your favorite part of the show, Dennis?
honestly, it's the drinking and the new music that y'all come out with.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we know who your favorite co-host, your favorite Power Ranger is. The drinking and the music drop.
It ain't that it's the favorite Power Ranger. It's just that I talk sports all day, so I just be looking for a little something different. And KD introduced me to Eric Bellinger last time when we did the music joint on Talk You Wish. She introduced me to him. He's pretty good. You know what I mean? I sit back and I listen to y'all local sports people that y'all go against. I see today y'all chose Megatron. I don't think y'all want to hear what I got to say about Megatron. So
I already know what you're going to say about him. I saw your post on Instagram saying he wasn't the first ballot Hall of Famer.
I'm just trying. I'm letting it be alone. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm just letting it be alone.
That explains Talk Your Ish Tuesday, because that's exactly what it is. If you coming on there talking about Megatron, not no first ballot Hall of Famer. Man, Megatron records alone. Megatron holds the league record for the most yards in the season at 1,964. He holds the record for the most consecutive games with at least 100 receiving yards. He holds the most consecutive games with at least 10 reception, the most 100-yard receiving games in a single season. I mean, I could go on and on and on. This dude got about 8.
No. You can't go on and on. Okay, now if you were talking about,
it's at least 5 more. It's at least 5 more records on this list.
But there's another guy that did more than him named Terrell Owens. It took him 4 years to get in.
Dennis, but we know why it took T.O. that amount of time. That had nothing to do with T.O. on the field playing. T.O. should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
But they say in the Hall of Fame that it's not about your off the field antics. It's about your performance.
What you doing right now? You were putting together a great presentation for T.O., but you ain't told me why Megatron shouldn't have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I'm sorry, Pam. I know I'm gonna get reprimanded. I'm sorry, Pam. I know you want control back. Let him answer that, and I won't say nothing else.
Well, from what I said in the clip, if you go by the Hall of Fame and how they've been treating wide receivers, there's nowhere on there that says Megatron should be first ballot. That's all I was saying. There's other guys that I fucking know that.
What is your Hall of Fame? I'm sorry. I promise I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm sorry. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it another day. We'll talk about another day. A debate for anotody day.
We need to go on his show and talk about it.
Absolutely, man.
Right, listen, y'all know y'all invited. Y'all know I'll turn down nobody but my collar. Everybody invited. I done had 15 people want to join at one time, coming at me too. Everybody invited.
Right on.
All right, y'all done now?
I'm done, Pam. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me get control back. Boom, got it. All right. That's how I get it back. That's how I get it back. All right, y'all. So let's start with the kickoff question. So, of course, everyone knows Super Bowl Sunday was this past Sunday in Tampa Bay. And it was
interesting to say the least. There was a lot going on. So the Super Bowl came and went, and we have a lot of questions. So I'm gonna go around the room and ask everyone kind of what stood out to you, and did your predictions come true? So Serge, I'm gonna start with you. What stood out to you?
What stood out to me was, I guess, if I look at the totality of the game, it didn't live up to the hype of how it was being advertised. I think when you have two of the greatest quarterbacks, one the greatest of all time, and two the current great, probably best quarterback in the league at the moment, going against each other, it's COVID. People are staying at home and watching the game. People are tuned in. I think the hype was really built up. And I just expected more of a back and forth game, regardless of who won. I did believe that the Chiefs would win, but would I have been shocked if the Buccaneers won? No, but the way the game ended up being, it wasn't as entertaining as some other previous Super Bowls had been that we expected not to be so entertaining. So
that's right.
That was my biggest takeaway.
Okay. Did any of your predictions?
And my prediction was way off.
Way off.
Well, from left field to right field. So let's put it like that.
All right, Casey.
Well, when I changed my prediction last week, then I became right. I just missed the MVP. And one of the reasons I changed it, because a lot of people basically on this show, besides Serge, didn't hear why I changed my pick because of that banged up offensive line. But I digress. One of the things I took away from man is Patrick Mahomes is really a video game cheat code. Even when he's going down, he's throwing balls right to the receivers who just couldn't catch it. You know what I'm saying? So Brady's the GOAT. 7 rings. He left the AFC, went to the NFC, got his ring. We got to give that man his props. So my prediction came right, and hey, that's why I'm Ed Reed on the show.
All right, Katie.
For me, so I actually rooted for Tampa Bay, and they won. So that's one of my takeaways, because every team that I go for, they always lose. It never fails, whether it's football, basketball, whatever. Like, it just, I never get to win. I never get to celebrate. So I thought that was dope. And then also a crazy thing that happened was the whole Tom Brady and Tyrann Mathieu, like whatever happened that we didn't get to see, but the part that we did see was Tom Brady running off the field or running to what's his name? Is it Tyrann?
Just say Honey Badger. Just say Honey Badger.
Yeah, Honey Badger, running to him and, saying his piece, and then he gets the penalty. Honey Badger gets the penalty, which was crazy to me. But yeah, and then the best part for me was the Drake commercial. So yeah, that's my Super Bowl takeaway.
All right, B. Jones.
Yeah, as far as commercials goes, I gave it a tie between Tracy Morgan doing the Rocket Mortgage commercials. That joint was hilarious. Those were and then the Alexa commercial with Michael B. Jordan. I thought those two like literally made me like tear up in my eyes with laughter. And as far as the game goes, this is the deal. I don't think anybody thought. I mean, when you talk about the Vegas had the over this game, I think it was like 57, and you got a total of 40 points. The reality of the situation is that the defense that the Buccaneers brought into the game came to play. They were grossly prepared, but the fact that we went into halftime, and I sent this to the group, with one team having 95 yards in penalties on 8 penalties, the team one penalty for 5 yards, it changed the whole complexion of the game. And I'm gonna tell you how it changed it. When they kicked that field goal and it was offsides, well, guess what? That was, instead of it being a 3 points, that was a touchdown, which was a 4-point swing. Then you come down on the other end right before halftime, that pass interference where Mike Evans got tripped up, which they drove it down, and everybody, they did 5 plays and 75 yards. Yeah, you got 40 of it on a penalty, on a pass interference penalty. That was another 7 points. You just talked about an 11-point swing, which I honestly feel like the Chiefs would have played a little bit better in the second half when it came out. But after that first drive where they only got 3 points in it, and once again, penalties backed them up again. I think it was a holding call that prevented them from keeping the ball going. And like Kevin said, drop passes. It was just too much to overcome. I'm not going to sit up here and claim fix. I'm just going to say that those officiating calls have to be made regular season. I watched Kansas City during the regular season, and they did that crap all year long. All year long, that little chippy holding and crap, and then you wait till the Super Bowl to call it when it's a team up there in Cleveland would have beat them if you would have called it that same way in that game.
What about those 2 timeouts that they called the second quarter? Kansas City called those 2 timeouts to give Tampa Bay basically free time to keep getting first downs, and it eventually scored at the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't recall the 2 timeouts. Are you talking about the one where they challenged the play, or it was like the officials that counted down? Or?
They ended up
it was like 14.
Antonio Brown scored. It ended up being 21-6. But I'm saying it was 14-6. If Kansas City doesn't call those 2 timeouts and Tampa Bay only had 1, they wouldn't have had enough time to go all the way down. At least definitely not get a touchdown. Maybe a field goal. More than likely 0 points. When you know you're going to get the ball third quarter. Huh?
Yeah, they had 2 penalties on that.
You got down there, B. Jones. It was probably like 14 seconds left. I don't think Tampa Bay had any timeouts at that point.
Well, why would Kansas City be calling timeouts?
We don't know.
They were trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, with like 10 seconds. They won't have enough time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I look, at the end of the day, we all knew what the Hollywood script was. We knew Captain America Tom Brady was gonna win this game. It was disappointing that it had to happen. And plus, I didn't wear this shirt last week, in which I should have. And then Kansas City would have had a little bit better luck.
All right, Dennis. Last but not least, well, I guess I haven't given my opinion, but Dennis, what you got to say? You look like you got a lot to say.
I picked Tampa Bay to win this game. I felt as though that their defensive line was playing lights out in the NFC Championship game, and I seen that was going to carry over. There's a couple of things that I took into that game, and I noticed as I was watching it. The one thing was Kansas City had a chance to improve their defense last year in the draft. Instead, they went and got a running back and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I felt as though that they should have drafted Antoine Winfield Jr. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing that I felt as though that was kind of crazy in that game was that the fact that the wide receivers, like I said, them passes was hitting them right in the hands, right in the helmet. They wasn't catching it. And one thing I've been saying for a while, for about a couple months, is I feel as though Patrick Mahomes is only going to have 1 ring and a bunch of MVPs.
What?
Hey, and check this out. Check this out, Dennis. Not only were they dropping passes, but we talking about Pro Bowlers was dropping passes. Potential Hall of Famers was dropping passes. We talking about Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Like, I get Darrell Williams. That's a running back. He not used to that. Because Patrick Mahomes made a throw that. It looked like a video. It looked like a video game. The way he was. He was probably parallel to the ground.
I don't know if you can do that in a video game. You can't even script that in a video game.
You can't script it. So I bet you Darrell Williams was caught off guard, but the other ones, like that third down play in which Travis Kelce dropped that one, that was brutal. That hurt.
All right. So what did I take away from the Super Bowl? Nothing, because I really didn't watch very much of it. But I did watch the singing at the beginning with her and Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church. That was amazing. I came back. I went to the grocery store. I came back and saw the Weeknd's Foolishness, and then it just went downhill from there. So that's my takeaway on the Super Bowl.
Hey, this was the most the least watched Super Bowl ever, right? Or at least in the last
23 years.
Yeah, 23. And only 90 million viewers, which was substantially down when they typically average about 105 million TV sets, and a lot of different reasons, but I think a lot of it has to do with Tom Brady fatigue.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yep. All right, well, let's move on to the Power Surge, since we are already talking about the Super Bowl. Surge, last week you kind of asked us some questions, so let's go over our prop bets recap.
Yeah, so we had the prop bets, obviously, some for everybody, some for the fellas, and some for the ladies. The coin toss, I believe, only myself and KT picked tails, and it was heads. So congratulations to Miss Gemini, KD, and B Jones for picking the right one there. The national anthem, the over-under was 1 minute and 59 seconds. I believe it finished at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And so it was obviously over. I believe both of you got it right. I'm not sure. I think KD might have gone the opposite.
I think she went the opposite because I said
just
over.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all were definitely wrong on this one. The next one, which is touchdowns by Pat Mahomes at 2.5, was the over/under, and we all picked the over, and we all got it wrong. Who wins in total? Obviously, we know who won and who got it right. Myself and B Jones, we got obviously the pick wrong, and also the total. We were completely way off. I guess technically, by technicality, B Jones was the closest at 55 to closest to 40, which is still more than 2 touchdowns away. The next one was The Weeknd and the sunglasses, and as expected, he did have his stunner shades on. So
they weren't shades, were they? I thought they were just regular.
He had glasses on. I don't think they were.
You had glasses. They weren't sunglasses. They were. I mean, you want to be technical about it.
They would do transition joints. You know, the ones that when you get out the car.
Right, exactly.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, we were right.
MVP, I believe myself, KT, B Jones, we got this one wrong. I believe Pam and KD did pick Tom Brady. Well, no, KD, I think you picked Tom Brady. Wait, no?
No, I think I picked Tyreek Hill.
I think I picked Tom Brady. Didn't I pick Tom Brady?
I think you did pick Tom. I know one of y'all picked Tom Brady because y'all picked the Buccaneers to win.
Yeah, so, I picked Tom Brady.
And then everybody got the color of Gatorade wrong. It was actually blue. We had 3 orange, 1 red, 1 yellow, and the color was blue. Actually,
but wait, didn't who? KD, damn it, said.
I was about to say. I don't know if he said blue, but I do know that he said Tom Brady was going to win the MVP, and I remember he called out the Bucs. I can't remember his final score though, so KD, damn it, got that right.
Yeah, but I think he also said the color was going to be blue. KD, damn it, tell us what you said, because I think he said it was going to be blue.
Because I already got to go back and look at the film on Kevin's Bucs prediction.
Yeah, so I had said, and I had said in the comment section, I don't know nothing about cheating, but if KD damn it got all of them right, I don't know.
You got the inside scoop on that.
Look, somebody cheated.
Yeah.
So now that Tom Brady has, I guess, Dennis, you can jump in on this as well. Tom Brady now officially has won 7 Super Bowls, and I guess if we want to go around and maybe talk about, KT, I'll start with you. When do you think, including this one, was, his best Super Bowl, whether it's, who he played against, how well he played, the age factor, team factor, however you want to, take it. Which one do you think was the best?
Well, I can tell you which one I think he's enjoying the most is this one because he did it without Belichick. We had that argument. Who was more important right now is looking like the quarterback was more important. So I think that this is probably his most impressive performance, only because he's playing against a future great who may one day surpass him. Maybe not in rings, but when it's all said and done, I think we're going to think Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback to ever play, but he won't be as accomplished as Tom Brady.
Correct. Dennis?
I think it's the 28-3.
Yeah, I'm probably with you on that one too.
That probably go down as his greatest one ever. The 28-3. I think the fact that I just coming back from that deficit, going to overtime, winning that game. He was counted out at halftime. I swore they lost, so I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to say that 28-3.
All right, B Jones.
Well, initially, in my opinion, was going to be 28-3, but what kind of fun show would that be if everybody said the same one? So I'll go with a toss-up 1A, 1B with the first one beating the greatest show on turf, and then playing another team that was hot as fish grease, beating the defending champion Seattle Seahawks in that back and forth game in which Tom Brady did throw a clutch touchdown in the fourth quarter that gave the Patriots the lead. And of course, Malcolm Butler sealed it with an interception. But I'm gonna go with that win over the Seahawks.
You know, I was also thinking when just the fact that this topic has came up not only obviously in our show, but then also all over the sports shows and stuff like that. It's like, what if David Tyree doesn't make that catch? Or, what if, what if those two crazy plays in both of those Super Bowls that he lost to the Giants doesn't happen? I mean, I'm not saying that he would be 9-1 because that's easy to say that, but a lot of things change if whether a team wins or loses as far as who comes back, who doesn't, roster changes, things like that too. So it's just amazing. I mean, you got to give kudos to where it's at. I'm obviously not the biggest Tom Brady fan by any means, but I'm also somebody that recognizes game, and I mean, he got game, and I really don't see how he doesn't play at least another 2 more years, as long as he's kept up right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this and shout out to Coach Gervais, because as I watch Tom Brady, I've heard every single media person in the world acknowledge Tom Brady as the GOAT with these 7 championship rings. You would be a hater if anybody came on the here and said that he wasn't the GOAT. But I'm gonna say this: that to me, that's a GOAT with an asterisk, because his GOAT performance from his 7th ring this last time was not a Tom Brady ring. This was clearly a defensive win. This was a defensive ring. And if you really want to go back, I give Belichick the credit for a lot of those other rings that he got. How are we giving a person the GOAT status when we have him on file with Deflategate? We got this man as being a perpetual cheater multiple times. Their organization has cheated, but yet we want to say this man is not only the greatest of ever football, but also over transformational over all sports. This is what I'm going to say. Tom Brady, to me, has the best story. He's the most accomplished. Kevin said it perfectly. He's the most accomplished quarterback and the most accomplished NFL player, but I don't know if I'm willing to say he's the greatest person to ever put on pads. And I will debate anybody on that statement. If we go wins and losses, yeah, he's the most accomplished. He's the most rewarded, most heralded, whatever you want to say it. But he is not the greatest person to ever put on pads. I can name you a bunch of other quarterbacks who were athletically more talented, but they didn't have the same ownership and the same coaching to put talented teams around them.
And I think if you also look, every year that he's won, he's had a top 10 defense.
Every year, man. It probably Serge. If you look at it, this game, Patrick Mahomes was pressured 28 times. Tom Brady was pressured and sacked once, but pressured 4 times. That's a big difference, man. That is a big Patrick Mahomes ran over 489 yards scrambling before he released the ball out of his hands. Think about that.
Yeah, but that's not Tom Brady's fault. But hey,
what I'm saying, but Serge said he had a great defense. I'm not saying he was. It ain't. But he also got some of the best offensive line.
Dennis, we know that you got another show you got to do, man. So we're gonna let you go. Give us some shout outs before you leave, man.
I definitely want to shout out the Rise Up family, Sam Sports, Out Your League Sports. Stay tuned. Ignorant Thinker Podcast. You could check me out on all platforms and on YouTube. To all of you YouTubers, yeah, definitely thank y'all for having me on the show today. It's always great talking with y'all. Anytime y'all want to come to any of the shows, just let me know. Send me an inbox. Y'all know y'all more than welcome. Don't be shy. We family. Definitely want to give a shout out to Sports Life Talk.
Hey, congratulations, Dennis, for getting that question right, man.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for the support as always, man.
Period, man. He appreciate the love, man. Even though you're in Philly. We'll holler at you.
All right, have a good one.
See you later. Stay warm.
All right, so moving along, because KB and I have some things we need to talk about tonight. So let's get started with the drop. KB, tell us what new music Now, I will say that this first name that you were about to drop, I was in the car yesterday, and this came on, and I said, "Who is this?" And I looked at the name. I said, "You know what? These new kids, I just can't." So go ahead and tell us about the drop for this week.
Yeah, so it's funny because I think he made an appearance here in Dallas, and I was just like, I was with like you. Who is this? Who is this new person? But supposedly he's popping. Pooh Shiesty dropped Shiesty Season. Black Coffee with Subconsciously. The Weeknd, he dropped The Highlights. It's a deluxe video album. Jay Dilla, Welcome to Detroit. And last but not least, Cardi B dropped a new video and a new single called Up. So I'm sure if y'all are on social media, I'm sure y'all have seen all the video clips, and then they created kind of like a new challenge. So it's a bunch of TikTokers doing dancing to her music. Some of them are pretty dope, but all you hear is up when it's up and it's up and it's up and it's up. Anybody going and it's up? No, I'm saying who else gonna sing the song?
I don't know the song.
I don't know the
I don't
song.
know the song, so you're on your own.
I guess you're hitting that up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well. And
I heard it one time though. My wife played it for me. We went for a walk and she played it for me. So I heard it. It's a dope song.
Yeah, I like the song. So it was pretty cool because there was a tie, or they were fighting for number one spot between Cardi and Pooh Shiesty. So Cardi dropped a video yesterday saying, you know, how the devil's working, but she still ended up coming on top. So she is in the number one spot with the new single Up. So KT, what you got for the Coaches Groove this week?
All right, so it's February, so you know what that means. It's the month for loving. So in honor of a halftime performance from Sunday, I'm going with The Weeknd, What You Need, off that Trilogy album.
Man, I missed half the third quarter because I was dizzy from Weeknd halftime performance.
Right.
Man.
I was like, okay, wait, like.
Yeah, and that was my favorite part of the halftime show because he made you dizzy to fit that song. So I like it.
And then I got freaked out by the weird guys. I was like, oh no.
It was all part of the plan.
Right. B Jones, what shoes are dropping this week?
All right, I'm gonna be quick, Kev. We got them? Let's post them up real quick. This is the Air Jordan 6 called Means. They will be retailing at $200. Now, there is a little bit of a story behind these shoes. First and foremost, this is the 30th anniversary tennis. They were first brought back out. Excuse me. They were first displayed back in the 1980 season, I believe it was. 1990 season, which was supposed to be his first championship season. He wore these tennis. They were also the first Jordan 6s to present you with a color panels. And honestly, this is a highly coveted shoe, mostly because of this scarcity, which normally would have meant that, hey, that this is going to be a hot drop that, you know, people are going to be clamming over it and getting after it, highly anticipated, yada, yada, yada. Retail value is $200. Resale value as of this morning was about $300. So that typically tells you that this is going to be a good drop to get if you want it for an pair of investment sneakers. But here's where I got to throw a disclaimer, fans. Unfortunately, this shoe meant a lot to me. It was part of one of my 12 drops of the year that I was going out and getting. But rumor has it that Michael Jordan has even admitted that there is a batch, tons of these shoes that have been released into the stores that have the pink midsoles are bleeding. So you see the carmine red, it's bleeding down onto the midsoles and the inside, and it's turning the shoes pink. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are going to be able to jump on Saturday morning and get these shoes directly if you want to. If not, I'm going to see how the resale value goes. And I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm still milling it over. I don't know if this is going to be one that I pick up. But for the sake of the show, I decided that we should all hold a vote on these drops. Hold your thumb up on the count of 3 if you're going to get it, and hold your thumb down if you're not. Pam, follow instructions, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 3, 1, and 0.5. So the cops win it on this one, and I'll turn it back over to you, Pam.
All righty. Yeah, I don't think those will look good on my feet, so that's going to be a no for me.
What about for his feet? Let me stop. Let me.
You mean Terrence's? Terrence, that's how it's okay.
I don't know who his is. I don't know who is.
We said cucumbers on salad. What you say?
Oh my God. Yes, cucumbers on salad with the ranch, yo.
Yeah. Oh my God. I said it specifically to B. Jones. I should have been very specific to everyone.
We forgot about KC.
Moving right along. I forgot about Pooh Shiesty over here because he the Shiesty is one.
Oh Lord!
All right.
Yo, Kevin, I owe you some Chick-fil-A for that one, fam.
Man,
I gotta show you some love, dog.
Forget both of y'all. I'm gonna move on. So this week we have a special treat for you guys. So instead of there being a Manhattan Project and an Uncut Gem, we are gonna have Project Uncut. It's going to combine KD's segment along with my segment as a Valentine's Day special. So Katie and I kind of chatted a little bit before the show, and we ran across, we came up with a couple of topics. So we wanted to help you fellas out this year, in case, it's the 12th. You got technically 3 days to go get a Valentine's Day gift. So we want to help y'all out. So the first thing is the worst things that you can get a woman for Valentine's Day. Okay, this is the first topic. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer on this and say, unless your woman specifically asked you for one of these things, please do not give her one of these gifts, okay? Because she will know that you put absolutely no thought into it, okay? All right, so number one, I'm going to say anything that came from Walmart. Don't do it.
Oh my God.
No. Can I
at least go to Target.
Side story? Can I tell them the back story?
At least go to Target.
At least go to Target. At least go to Target.
We have a lot of inside jokes, so can I tell them where that come from?
Where does that come from?
So you sent out a picture last week of somebody with a Walmart wedding ring.
No, I didn't send that out.
That was KD.
That was KD.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody sent out the Walmart wedding ring. One of y'all sent that out.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Shaggy.
It may have been me.
You, Cam?
Right.
Okay, well, somebody sent it out. We got in a little debate in the group about it, and I think it should be the thought that count. So I don't know.
No. If most Walmarts are open till 11 p.m. You did not put any thought into a gift that you got from Walmart, unless she specifically said, "Go buy me them grandma pajamas out the out the nightwear section at Walmart." Please do not go buy your woman a gift that has great value, equate anything Walmart related on it. Please go to Target. Target is, it's just, you can find some good gifts and you wouldn't even know.
I guess I'll take that 70-inch glorious 2K HD TV back because it came from Walmart.
Yeah. No, and another, I'm gonna add to that. Amazon is also the new Walmart. It's the online Walmart. So I don't want anything from Amazon unless it's Aquapana water. Because I need my water, but anything else like cheesy from Amazon that's equivalent as cheesy as Walmart, no.
Right. No, because if you have Prime, you ordered that on Saturday for it to come on Sunday. No, okay. I need you to put some thought into my gifts. All right.
Wait a minute, you got it Prime too?
What y'all man is trying to do? Golly.
Can I finish my list? I'm about to shut all y'all down.
Did you just knock Prime too though?
Yeah, she's not Prime.
Oh my God.
I did. You didn't put no thought into that. Number 2 is the raggedy ass flowers that you just go pick up and they got the water dripping. They come in the little plastic cellophane. At least go to the floral section and open the case and get one with the little vase. At least do that. Don't go pick up these little raggedy flowers because those are raggedy ones.
I can manage that. I can
respect that too. All right. Keep schooling.
Don't do that. Okay. That little, along with the raggedy flowers, don't buy that little generic box of chocolate that come in that little heart, and then you got the mystery flavors. Don't nobody want chocolate and orange, chocolate and coconut. We don't want all that. Go to Godiva and get some good chocolate.
What about them joints that's got that cherry in the middle, man? Them things are classic. Legendary with the cherry juice come out.
Only Godiva, no Russell Stover.
No, but look, the Ferrero Rocher.
We canceling Russell Stover's now?
No, Godiva or C's chocolate. Have y'all heard of C's chocolate? They have like
there's one in Stonebriar if y'all live up here by me.
Yeah, but
there's one in North Park.
They pretentious.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, don't go in the little candy section at Walmart after you pick up the ragged ass flowers. Don't go in the candy section and get that little heart shape where it's the mystery flavors. You don't know what you're about to get when you open it. You got to read the back of the box to find out what flavor you're about to get.
So Pam, you turning down some M&Ms?
I don't. No,
see what I'm saying? You eat, fam. You eat. So I know. I know he hold that little bag of M&Ms.
So I'm.
You gonna be like, yes, daddy. What you want? You already know.
The peanut butter ones, yeah. I might have to go and give it up for the peanut butter ones because I want those.
Yo, so let me tell y'all something about Godiva also. So what's dope about Godiva is that they have the boxes that start with the 4 candies and then they go up. It's like 4, 8, like 9 and 12, and then you can you can create a box for her. So like if it's something that she doesn't like or she prefers more of, then you can create that box.
Yes. See.
So do I need to go to? I can't go to Walmart and get a Hallmark card. I got to go to Hallmark and get a Hallmark card.
Go to Target. Go to Target and get a card.
To Target. Yes, get a nice card. And don't get a card. Don't get a card you didn't read. Don't mess around and start. You just read the front and then open it up and it say something totally different. So read the card.
This was good.
I get the mahogany joints.
It's something what you want to say. Yes, the mahogany.
The mahogany.
Make sure to write in it too.
Right, exactly.
Yes, right. And you can't just sign your name and say I love you. Like it has to be a whole message.
Say a little something. Say a little something. Yes.
You can't go to Walmart. You can't buy any kind of food from Walmart. You gotta go to Sprouts where it's expensive.
Yeah.
Let me finish my list because y'all in your feelings because that's what I was about to do. Bro. All right. So the next thing is recycle gifts. Do not give her something that you maybe took back from an ex. Don't give her something that somebody then gave you or no.
You wanted the Christmas party?
Exactly that.
White elephant gift.
That dude, unless she's now Christmas parties I had a friend they used to give diamond earrings and stuff like that. Now that's cool. No. But like,
Ms. Gemini, I got a question. So speaking of recycled gifts, I don't think any of our fans are unintelligent. They go give somebody the same gift that somebody else gave them. But let me ask you this question. As a man, we know what our wives like. Is it wrong to give somebody the same gift? Maybe they had the same perfume 2 years ago. You bought them that same perfume again. Because to me, that's recycling a gift idea.
No. I'm talking about you bought your ex some cologne and then she sprayed it once and y'all broke up and you kept your perfume and then you try to wrap it back up like it wasn't squirted and then give it to somebody else.
How they gonna know?
We don't want squirted perfume.
Good point, KT. Good point.
If you just do it one time, how you gonna tell? Come on now.
No. Also, what we don't want is anything any appliances. So I had a friend, her husband gave her a deep freezer.
We don't want to talk about that one. What the deep freezer?
Wait, did she want the deep freezer?
She did, but not for Valentine's Day.
Man, I made a mistake and gave this big old nice $400 pots and pans. Oh no,
we don't want this.
No vacuum cleaners, none of that, fellas. Stay away.
No household stuff, nothing. No. If we ask for it, go ahead and get it like after Valentine's Day, but don't get that to us for Valentine's Day. No, absolutely not. And the last thing on my list, and I know I'm about to hurt y'all's feelings with this one. Okay, I'm about to hurt y'all's feelings. Please don't go giving us no ragged ass lingerie if you've never given us lingerie any other time. Like we don't want this lingerie that says you're gonna give me some tonight if you don't give us lingerie on a regular basis.
Wait a minute now. So nothing changes and nothing changes now. So you got to take the first step eventually. Somebody got to. One has to start. So you complain about the lingerie.
What if it's your first Valentine's Day?
Okay, then that's fine. But what I'm saying is, y'all 7 years deep, and the only time you think to get your wife some lingerie is on Valentine's Day because at that point you asking her to give you a gift.
Pam,
Well,
we
no, how
already
about-
asking for
Oh,
the
you got-
gift without lingerie. When I brought
Well, no,
that Godiva
Lingerie
chocolate in
don't
the
make
house.
no difference.
Yeah, you keep that lingerie. Fellas, stop wasting your money on lingerie. That's
For
what
real,
I'm
for real.
saying right now.
Well,
But
first
no,
of all,
Go get M&M's.
No,
And dangle it.
real quick. How about if it's your wife? You know how sometimes people just feel like down on themselves, like body wise. So you're trying to make your wife feel sexy by going to buy her some lingerie. You know what I mean? So we can't win.
Why does it only have to be Valentine's Day? Make sure you do it other times. That's what I'm saying. It's fine to buy lingerie on Valentine's Day as long as you're still doing it other times. We just don't want that same red teddy that you give every single year.
So basically, y'all just want a brother to show up with a blue pill and a ball round.
Hey, at least you got 7 teddies. You got 7 mil pieces of lingerie. You get one every Valentine's Day.
A little tough. Don't go to Walmart. Go to Target. Let's get the
Look, okay.
Exactly why I
Katie,
don't
do you
celebrate
have something you
Valentine's
want to add there?
No, I just added, my whole Walmart, Amazon thing. I'm not real big on Valentine's Day. I've never had somebody do anything for me for Valentine's Day. So it's like, I think Valentine's Day is like super corny. I mean, I'm all for it. Like, if y'all are for it, like I'm for it. Like, I like the love. I support the love. Like, I'm just all for it. And like, if y'all need gift ideas, like I'm willing to help, but I can't really say like the do's and don'ts. But I can say one thing that I can say is don't overthink it,
Right.
but also put a little effort into it.
Yes, just some effort.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is we want to know that
Just talk about
like,
overthinking.
we did. But you know what? Y'all overthink gift giving because y'all. But let me just say this. I'm the type, I put a lot of thought into my gifts because I try to think of what's going to make the person smile. And that, whether that be a bag of M&Ms or whether that be a Rolex watch, I ain't doing that. I'm just saying, whatever's going to make that person smile. So, all right.
You throwing out Rolexes, Pam? You giving out Rolexes?
Moving right along. So we also came up with, so this Valentine's Day is going to be cold. So we came up with some cute, creative indoor date ideas for you guys, just in case, she's like, it's a little cold. I don't want to go outside. So the first thing would be like a game night. So you can, get some board games. You can get some card games and spice it up with a little stripping. Start taking stuff off.
So we think about lingerie. You know where it goes. Keep going.
Does it matter? The point of the lingerie is for you to get.
I don't know what to do anymore on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Pam, you just made our plight 10 times harder, man.
I don't know what to do anymore.
I'm hoping my wife's not watching this episode now.
Whatever. All right. So also you could try cooking a new recipe together. Y'all can be in the kitchen, have a little music going, drinking some wine, get in there, get your little culinary on. Oh, baby, I'll cut that for you. Let me show you how to do that. Be cute. Okay?
That sounds like Tuesday night.
Exactly.
We are doing that,
Friday, Saturday.
Look, some people ain't doing it every Tuesday.
I
night,
said
though.
try a new recipe, something you
Yes.
both want to try. Like do something nice. Put on a cute. She can put on a cute little apron. You can put on your little chef's coat or something. I don't know. Figure it out.
Well, hopefully you try cooking it early enough because if it didn't turn out good, you can recipe too.
Oh God,
You
that's
hear
true.
that,
That's
fella?
true. Have a backup.
You hear that, fellas?
Oh,
Pam
and
is
like-
looking for somebody to open her can of glory, get greens for her.
No. No. So y'all know since quarantine took place and it's still fairly new, a lot of like scratch kitchens they have these boxes available where it'll have like a dinner for two. So that will be the new recipe. And most of the time, like it has all the ingredients and I think that's pretty easy. So I don't think it would be a failed dinner. So that's also an idea. And I think actually to name a couple of businesses in Dallas that are doing it, Commissary that is in downtown Dallas, and Ocean Prime or one of those steak places are doing it too, or Eddie V's, one of them. So if y'all are interested in that, that's
cook a nice meal together and then eat it.
Yeah.
That'd be cute. Painting, y'all can get some cheap supplies at Hobby Lobby and just start painting.
What's the difference between Hobby Lobby and Walmart? You talking about cheap?
Hey.
Okay, go to Walmart, get you some cheap painting supplies, and y'all can paint. Y'all can paint each other. Y'all can paint canvas. Y'all can lay down and paint something.
I'm listening now. Come on, you got me now. Come on.
Just paint. All right. And then
I'm wondering what Terrence be at when you be doing all this painting. You got kids in the house, Pam. Your kid walking in and mama blue, daddy green. They trying to figure out what's going on.
And you got the handprints. Got the handprints on the wall and
exactly.
Playing a stripper version of Twister.
Exactly. There you go. And then my last one I think would be cute. Would be like a little scavenger hunt. Like you can make up things to go find, stuff he act like he can't never find. Be like, go find this or go find that. Y'all can make a little sheet for each other, and whoever gets
hide and go get it. I like that.
Hide and go get it, Kevin. Hide and go get it. Yeah.
A black thong, and then he got to go find the black thong, and then he tells her to go find the remote because we can't never find a remote. So something cute like that. Y'all could do a little in-house scavenger hunt. So that's some indoor ideas for Valentine's Day for you guys. All right. So, I'm just trying to help y'all out a little bit.
Pam, that'd be perfect for Saturday Valentine's Day, but this Sunday we got to go to work on Monday. Everybody gonna be tired. All that work you put in, gonna be exhausted.
Start early. Valentine's is the whole day, not just at night for dinner. All right. So since we're running out of time, I just have one question that I wanted to ask. I had some more things about an ideal Valentine's date, or KD and I were going to tell what our ideal Valentine's date is.
I think we should tell it real quick. Just tell it.
Okay, you go ahead. Tell me what you got.
Okay. So my ideal date with my imaginary boo, because I'm all for living like in a fairy tale world. So we would rent a nice Airbnb with like a crazy ass view, and cook dinner together, and then do some crazy wild things, and then go to sleep.
Crazy wild thing. Can you elaborate on that for just 30 seconds, please?
Yeah,
Kevin, we're trying to get sponsors.
All right, so y'all check out. Wait, hold on. Y'all check out my live on Sunday night. Y'all check out my live on Sunday night, and I'll give y'all all the details on my Instagram live.
There you go. Boom. So my ideal date would involve a suitcase and some drinks, a margarita, a beach, and something. I don't know. Just be like, babe, pack your swimsuits, some sundresses, and let's go. And then I don't even know where we're going, and we just pop up, and I'm like, oh my god, and yeah, that's my ideal Valentine's Day. So the last question that I have, this is for the guys, okay? Because I see this a lot when I go out to eat. So here. I saw this online and I figured I wanted to ask you guys this. So when y'all go out on a date and y'all are out with your wives, do y'all sit across from each other or next to each other? Especially if you're sitting in a booth.
This ain't a new love, so we sitting across. That's that new love type stuff. You sitting right next to each other. Oh, baby, here you go. Take some of my steak. Yeah, no, we don't do all that, man. We sit across.
So, how you doing again?
I think we sit across almost. I don't remember the last time we sat next to each other.
We never ever.
Okay, all right. B. Jones, y'all cuddling or y'all staring in each other's eyes?
Well, I saw a movie a long time ago in my midlife that it had to do. He sat and he said he watches the door because it makes sure that don't nobody come in and get the drop on him. So I always sit whatever way it is towards the door. Now, wifey sometimes will sit next to me, but that's probably rare. Now we do take our daughter with us a lot, so I'll sit next to her on those occasions if we got the daughter with us.
Or we got a double date, then that makes more sense.
Yeah, or if we had a hibachi grill, we next to each other. You know what I'm saying? Correct. But but for the most part, I'm sitting across from her.
I thought B. Jones was gonna go ghost, talking about like how they were there playing with the clay and stuff. I thought you
nah.
All right, guys. So that was
shout out to Callie J. Callie J said he sit next to the wifey. So we got one of the guys who
Callie J.
Okay, I like that. I think it kind of depends on where we are and what the meal is, whether I'm gonna sit next to you or whether I want to, stare lovingly into your eyes. And
well, I hope if his is listening, his hears you well.
Yes. Hey, really, Jeff's wife, Callie J, his wife, man, she can really sing, y'all. She has a beautiful voice.
Okay.
So shout out to her.
We'll have to get on.
Her and Shot
Okay.
Speaks.
Tell Callie J to text his wife the number so we can get on live on that one of these days.
Hey,
Why does somebody say next to me is too close to my food?
Yeah, that's funny.
Aaron, is Aaron C married?
I don't know.
Yeah. Is Aaron married? That's
Aaron C, is he married? Because
I don't know. Yeah, and see, I'm trying to sit right next to him. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be right here. But I don't know. It depends on like how I feel. If I feel like being clingy, I want to be next to Bae. But
right,
if I want to watch him eat, then yeah, I gotta sit across from you.
He said, so she can't reach my plate. I cannot. Yeah. All right, y'all. So that ends the Project Uncut for this week. We do hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope that I have enlightened you with some great tips.
Yeah, confused the hell out of us. What you got, B?
All right. Well, last week we celebrated the National Signing Day with the high school football players. Actually, every sport does it, but it gains the most notoriety because high school football athletes are signing to choose their destinations. And Kevin shared a wonderful story of a Fort Worth athlete, it was Arlington athlete out here in the DFW area who moved and immigrated from another country into the America at the age of 18 years of age. He was able to go to Arlington Heights and he was able to start on the JV team. And then right before his senior season, they announced to him that he was 2 weeks too old. He had turned 19 during the summer and he was 2 weeks too old to play. But this is where the story gets yeet worthy, Serge. During this summer, he also got in a physical altercation with his dad. And this dude is 6'3", 285 pounds. So this is a big kid from Nigeria. His dad ups and just leaves the country, just left him right here in America. The kid had to enroll himself in a homeless shelter and was still going to high school and performing. Well, his coaches came up with the idea and said, hey, stick with it. We're going to let you play in every practice game after losing the appeal. They wouldn't allow him to play Texas high school football this season, even though it was COVID, but they allowed him to practice with the team and they allowed him to play in all scrimmages and all spring game, anything that they had that was team related. And what they did was they filmed this and they sent it out to all of the college coaches. Well, eventually the head coaches and the coaching staff over at Southwest Baptist in Missouri caught wind of the kid. And on signing day, this kid was able to find him a home. So Leslie Adendu, that's his name, for sticking in there, for doing something I've never heard of somebody just playing and practicing, giving it they all and knowing that there wasn't going to be a reward at the end of the tunnel, for being homeless and pushing through. You, sir, showed exemplary behavior. You excelled on the field and you deserve a yeet.
All right, y'all, we have run over time. Our management company and producers and editors, they're going to be real mad at us.
That's because we started late.
We did. That had nothing to do with it. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for joining us again. Thanks to our guest Dennis from the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. Check him out as well on all the days of the week that he is on. Real quick, do we have any shout outs? You got 30 seconds for a shout out. B. Jones.
Shout out to Bruce Arians. They showed a picture of his staff and he was melanated.
All right. KT.
We can't hear you, Ed Reed. Your mic. You probably said something very thought.
I did. Shout out to Sarah Thomas, my cousin. First female to do the Super Bowl. She's my cousin. Shout out to her.
Hey, shout out to another person that signed, your cousin who went to Dallas Carter. I saw that he signed with a school as well.
Oklahoma. East Central, I think.
East Central, yeah. I was proud of that. Case Williams.
B. Jones. I mean, not B. Jones. I'm sorry. Serge.
I wanted to give a shout out to my guys over at Wonder Gang. There's two artists that me and my partner have been working with. They're about to drop a single this Friday called Ice Cola. It's gonna be hot. I'm actually gonna give the Sports Live Talk crew here a sneak peek at the song here about in the next 5 minutes, but it is gonna be a hot song and people are gonna be really, really surprised with these guys that are locally here from Dallas. So be sure to check that out.
All right, Katie.
I want to give a shout out to you, Pam and Terrence. Jada and I joined you to see the Friday game, and we actually won, right? That was the game that we won. Yeah, it was a cool game. It was a good atmosphere to be in. So shout out to y'all.
Well, shout out. You were going to be my shout out.
All right, Katie,
but 2 games in a week. So I appreciate the love and support, and shout out, like I said, to the Plano West Senior Wolves. Press on, guys. See y'all.
Hey, so check this out. It's Katie Dammit asked about the fantasy basketball. So this is what we're gonna do, because we trying to figure out how we can get everybody encompassed in it. It's actually it's a season-long league, but you have a 24-hour period to enroll in this league. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create the league. We got 15 weeks we can still play, and on Friday morning we're gonna send it out to everybody. So if you want to play, let whoever you're watching the show with, whoever your partner, your ace, your homies, let them know you want to play right now, and then we will make sure that you get a link on Friday, and we'll have 15 weeks to play. And of course, it's every week $200. You put your best roster in and all of that stuff. So I appreciate you asking that, Katie. We tried to get it going to where it could be repetition, and for some odd reason, the system just won't allow us to do it. So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Watch us or join us on Sports Light Talk all levels.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeet.
Here's my outro.
Lil' baby say I'm fly, she see me. I know I got a giant in the drip, but I double cause I'm tired of the vibe, she clingy. And I don't play around with the wrist, when I get it, you already know the vibe, it's VVs. I swear I feel alive when I'm in them in the yo into the AM, making vibes on repeat. And I ain't gotta lie, you see these. She said she wanna vibe, she need 3. Each one for my boys, my teamies. Swimming through the riches with my squad, believe me. Iced out Audemars, Philippe's. Big dogs since a jit, know I'm 8. Cook and let them know I'm different raw with the 8. Do this for my sons, I know it's mine for the taking. Lil' baby look like she the type that be playing. Slide and I skate this. She done me probably thinking who this. Yeah, money now it's funny how I see the mood switch.